Warning. The following film contains mature content and strong language. Viewer discretion is advised.
American black and white, a story about two cops, a controversial perspective. They never leaving their guard, they really loving their job. For change, one for the game, black and white, well some call it gray, it's still the same. Body cam was on us, well now it's on them. A different view with these dudes, come watch from another lens. Tavante, a black cop from the Bay, Black Panther. Came from the hood, but he really wanted a chance to save the world. Wyatt the white cop from Scottsdale, Arizona. The rodeo was a loner, really wasn't that good, so they scratched it off, now he's forming like, let's save the world. So many things in this world the news be touching on. So many opinions to listen, now who's right or wrong? I don't know who's perfect, I don't know who heard it. So much gossip, I don't know how to word it. So we gon' talk race, and we gon' talk codes, and we gon' talk male and the female roles. No matter what, you might not agree what they be saying, but agree to disagree that they ain't playing. American black and white, though it's hated a lot. Imagine what goes into really hating the cop or loving the cop. I don't know who's wrong or right, but this is American black and white. American black and white, but this is the gray zone. The gray zone. The gray zone. American black and white, but this is the gray zone. The gray zone. The gray zone. American black and white.
Please say and spell your first and last name.
Coleman Willis.
Gray zone. American black and white.
COLEMANWILLIS.
Do you understand the charge against you?
Absolutely not.
The charge is obstructing a police officer.
More like a black man walking down the street minding his own business.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go what?
You, Mr. Willis, talked yourself into those cuffs and this trip to jail.
How is that? I can't question why you're stopping me? When all I'm doing is walking down the street and the police pull up flashing lights and sirens?
Good point.
Actually, you were asked your name 7 times, and every time I asked, you responded, "Why are you stopping me?"
No shit, I wanted to know.
Yeah, see, there's a time for me to advise you of that, not when you want me to.
Now, if I were white, wearing a suit, would you have treated me the same?
Very good question.
Fact is, I arrest white and black people all the time, and interestingly enough, I've come to find that race plays a very small part in this job.
Are you suggesting that police should have zero sensitivity to race when interacting with a human being?
You want sensitive? Join the freaking Glee Club. Or move to bitch-ass Canada.
Chill with that shit.
The same bullshit rhetoric that all racist cops sell. Black man doesn't show sufficient respect to Mr. Overseer? I mean, Mr. Officer. And off we go to jail.
Yeah, see, that's where you're wrong. Because your arrest has nothing to do with race. At least not from my perspective.
Overseer, excuse me, officer. So why is a college-educated black man that committed no crime sitting in the back of a police car right now?
Oh, happy to explain. What's sitting in the back of my patrol car is a certified asshole who so happens to have black parents that produced said certified asshole.
You are on dangerous ground right now, Wyatt.
Whatever, enough already. Mr. Willis, there have been 9 burglaries in this 4-block radius in the last 3 weeks. The suspect description is a black male adult between the ages of 19 and 24, approximately 6 feet tall, slender build, close-cropped hair, and a goatee. And that pretty much describes you to a T, does it not?
So why couldn't you respectfully tell me when you first stopped me?
Under certain circumstances, I may have, and sometimes it's just not tactically sound. Let's say you're the suspect. I'm looking for you. Then I show my hand by telling you, and you take off running. That gives you the tactical advantage. And I play to win.
So this is basically the stop and frisk, walking while black bullshit.
Actually, stop and frisk, or as I call it, a Terry stop, is very constitutionally sound and has no nexus to race. Terry versus Ohio is arguably one of the most effective police tools an officer has in his belt. From personal experience, I prevented hundreds of crimes with just that Supreme Court decision alone.
I am a college-educated man. It comes off very condescending. You're here trying to school me. Stop and frisk is arbitrarily applied and has been proven to be disproportionately used against black males.
Well, then we can apply a similar argument that black males commit a disproportionate amount of crime per capita, yeah? But then we're debating statistics, and I prefer to lay out the law. Stop and frisk, or Terry, is really just simple. If a police officer sees a person that they believe is about to commit a crime, has committed a crime, or is currently committing a crime, they can stop them. And if they're potentially holding a weapon, the officer can conduct a pat-down of the outer clothing for the weapon. That, sir, is the law.
I don't dispute the Terry case, but back to my question about sensitivity, respect, and dignity under the circumstances and understanding that he is a human being.
So am I. And today I didn't feel like dealing with this bullshit. You see, all these self-righteous liberals want to fight the enforcement of the law until some thug slaps them upside the head and takes their cell phone. And then?
Well, understand that we are the professionals, and we are paid to deal with his bullshit. The onus is on the professional to deal with difficult people and difficult situations. If handcuffs are your only tool, well, then you, my friend, are ineffective.
Well, technically, I'm using handcuffs in jail.
These are the kind of arrests that give power to the movement against the police.
Arrest 1 and 2 more appear.
So 7 times he repeats his question and he won't identify himself. What, I'm supposed to give him 100, 200 times to comply? Let all the other calls stack while I deal with his attitude? It's not happening, man. Pick the time and place to make your stand, and this ain't it.
My beef with you is about your method, and I stand by my right to ask a question if I'm being stopped. You can arrest me, but you cannot arrest an idea.
If all you got is a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Well, tonight we en route to the slammer, and homeboy's going to jail. Control 3, Frank 15 en route to booking. You may beat the charge, but you can't beat the ride.
Action.
Don't play yourself.